What's up, y'all? This is Reggie White, aka Bullet, aka Speed and Bullet, and this is the Speed and Bullet podcast channel. Don't forget to like if you like these types of topics, you like this type of conversation. Don't forget to comment. Let us know you're here. Let us know how you feel about the things that we are discussing. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing lets you get notified whenever we go live, whenever we drop any new material. And don't forget to share. Share the channel with some people that you might think will find some value in these types of conversations. So, what I want to do today is a little different. I'm going to do a movie review. I'm going to be reviewing the movie One Love, which is about Bob Marley. When I do movie reviews, I kind of keep it to three very basic categories. I grade the plot of the movie, the performance of the actors and actresses, the cinematography, and then overall grade for the movie. I will be grading on a scale of A through F, and giving you guys my honest opinion on whether or not you should either, consider this movie a must see, catch it at the matinee, or don't even bother. So, One Love, biopic about Bob Marley. It pretty much talks about a period of his time, the late 70s, and it really kind of chronicles a very, very specific moment in his life where he's trying to, it's just a moment in his life when he is one of the biggest, most influential musicians in the whole world, and how, they are creating this sound and being revolutionaries at the same time. So I would give the movie a strong B for the plot. Now, one of the reasons why is because I didn't know that much about Bob Marley, didn't know much about him as a performer, as a lot of the personal details about his band and about his wife. Didn't know much about him, just that he was a very famous reggae artist, but didn't even really know much about his activism. So I would say, in terms of like telling that story and giving a really good summary of what was going on with him during that time period, I thought was pretty good. I thought it was well done. So I would give the plot a B. Like I said, not knowing much about Bob Marley, it definitely kept me interested and involved in the movie. The next thing is going to be the performance. The performance of the movie. Now, the performance of the actors and actresses in the movie. Now, this one is a little difficult for me because it's a biopic, meaning that there's much footage and much information about these folks that should make it a little more easier for them to depict those roles, and especially some of the mannerisms that these historical figures may have exhibited. They're able to watch video, talk to family and friends, to get a good idea of how they actually were. But I have read some places where a lot of people didn't think that the performances were all that great. One person mentioned that he did not really look much like Bob Marley, and that she did not look much like Rita Marley, which I think is very interesting, especially understanding that there's a lot of people that actually saw him with their own eyes, so they have kind of like more of a keen and more of a precise kind of idea and understanding of how he looks like, how he talks, things of that nature. But for me, I felt as though he did a good job of being compelling in his role. The cinematography of the movie, which for this being a movie that takes place in a time period of many years ago, over 40 years ago. So for me, I'm going to be looking at the costumes, I'm going to be looking at the location, I'm going to be looking at the depiction of not just the main characters. I think it's easy to get caught up in the main characters and what their wardrobe are, and whether or not they're believable for the time. But even like some of the secondary characters, some of the supporting characters, and what they wore, and whether or not it was historically accurate. And in terms of the sound, the sound was very good because it was depicting a musical artist. So a lot of the music in the movie were music that everyone is already familiar with. So in terms of the cinematography, I would have to give it an A, just for being historically accurate, but also using music to tell a story. That is why I would give it a strong A. And last but not least, the overall movie. So overall, I would give the movie a B. I think that it's a movie that you may want to watch, whether or not you are a hardcore Bob Marley fan or someone who is new to him as a person, but is familiar with his work. I think it's definitely a movie that you should go take a look at and go see. Like I said, I would give it a B. Not a must see, not a movie that you should go out tomorrow and see it because it's probably gonna be one of the best movies that you might see this year. No, it's not a must see, but I would definitely give it a strong B. Might want to catch it on the matinee. Wait for it to go on. Wait for it to go on some type of streaming platform. But I would say catch it in the movies. Having seen it in the movies would give it probably a different feel than seeing it at home. Definitely wouldn't put it in the category of don't even bother. I definitely would bother in seeing this movie. So, recap, doing a review of the Bob Marley One Love, I will give it a strong B. I think it's a movie that you should go see. I think you will leave the movie theater really a better person than you were when you walked in there. So I'm going to leave you at that. Don't forget to like if you like these types of conversations. You like, these types of topics. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing gives you the ability to be notified whenever we go online, whenever we drop any new material. Don't forget to comment. Let us know you're there. Let us know how you feel about the conversation. Let us know you disagree, agree, and let us know where you're from. And last but not least, try to share this channel with anybody that you think might get some value in having these types of conversations. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.